Hey guys, it's Jen with Cards Zen by Jen. I'm going to show you a really cute card today with cats and dogs. And my name is Jennifer Blaszak. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Central Pennsylvania. If you have any needs with Stampin' Up!, please reach out to me and I am happy to help you in any way possible. We are using the Cutest Crew. I do not know if you saw this yet, but it is absolutely adorable. We are going to be making either a dog or a cat card. They are both made the same way, so you can do whichever one speaks to you. Most people are either in team dog or team cat. I pretty much am team dog since I do still have a lab Xena that's running around here somewhere. So this Cutest Crew, this stamp set, has birds, dogs, and cats on it, as well as butterflies. But it has this sentiment of have the best day, so glad we're friends, just a little hello and happy birthday. So it really is a well-rounded stamp set. You can use it for just about anything. Today we are going to be using the dogs. I'm going to be using the dogs. We are also using a die cut of this, and I already have this so that this goes a little faster because there's a lot of coloring on it. I already have this die cut for you, but I just want to show you something with this die cut. They don't come, the dies and the stamps do not come in the same envelope. I keep mine in the same envelope for convenience purposes. But you'll see that the dies actually cut out all of the little individual animals on this, which is absolutely adorable. So you can do them all together. I got that stuck together. What did I do? There we go. I usually convert my dies over to a magnetic strip, and I just didn't get there with this one yet. But look at all of these dies. They cut out all of the little animals so that you can have little individual animals. Absolutely cute. We are using the die of this paw prints. It's going to cut out the paw prints, but what I want to point out is something that I was just not cognizant of when I started this project. There is a lip, a rectangular lip the entire way around this. It will cut the cardstock for you. So it's going to create, I believe this is 6 inches, and we only need this to be 5 inches. So my recommendation is go ahead and use it, cut out the whole 6-inch strip, and then just cut it down in between the paws to where you have 5 inches long, because you don't want to cut on a paw print. So again, because it has that, you don't have to worry about having your paper cut to a certain measurement. You're just going to use the die in its entirety and then cut your paper down from there. So thought I would just pass that little tidbit along. I'm not going to cut the cardstock on camera for you. You will find the link over to my blog and it will have the written dimensions, but this is really super simple. It's the basic card base. So it's going to be your 8.5 by 5.5. And then you're going to score it at 4 1/4. So we're just going to crease that with our bone folder. And there you go. Your card base is ready to go. You're going to use a piece of basic black. That basic black is going to be 5 1/4 by 4. And we're just going to go ahead and glue that to our card front. Always trying not to get my head into the frame, but get things centered at the same time. So now you can see that I have my piece of my paws printed out, or I'm sorry, cut out, and that's going to go down along the edge. So I'll go ahead and we'll just go ahead and stick that now. When you do this, use just small dots of Tombow glue if you did not use an adhesive sheet when you did your die cut. Just use small dots of adhesive of Tombow glue. Again, the Tombow glue is pretty strong. You don't need a lot of it. You're not holding together a Boeing 737. It's okay. Nobody's going to be playing paper airplane with your cards. It will be fine. All right. So the next thing that we have, we are not going to adhere yet because we need to stamp them and color them yet. So we are going to do our inside piece and we are going to do our doggies. And my dog must have just heard me say the word doggy too many times because now I can hear her downstairs and she wants attention. She's just going to have to wait. We're using Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and I already have my dogs on my long block. Again, we're using this long piece, oops, shorter. It is 2.5 inches by 5 inches is this white piece that's going to be on the front of your card. So 2.5 by 5. We're going to do our dogs. Perfect. And while we're here, I'm going to take that Have the Best Day. Again, we're still using just that Memento, the Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and putting that right along the top. While I'm here stamping, let's just go ahead. We're going to stamp those paw prints. Let me bring that back in so I can show you. Maybe, maybe not. Here it is. So I am using these paw prints, and we're just going to go right up this side. I do that on the envelope as well, but we're just going to go right up this side. And then make sure your paw prints are going up, not down. Done that mistake. I've done a lot of mistakes. I've stamped my cards upside down. I've stamped them the wrong way. You name it, I've pretty much have done it. We are done with our ink, so I'm going to put that away. And again, when you're doing your envelope, I just went right up the side of the envelope as well. And let's go ahead and adhere that so that I don't make any more messes. I sell my cards at some local shops. And I've had people tell me that they really prefer that a lot of times that I just leave the inside blank so that they can use it for whatever they want to use it for. So I listen most of the time, some of the time. There is a lot of coloring on this card, and please, please, please don't overthink it. But I am using Stampin' Blends, and I've got like the whole menagerie over here. I've got my crumb cakes, my gray granites, my daffodil delights, my real reds, my pool party, and my granny apple green. Yes, granny apple green. So we are going to start. Again, I try not to overthink coloring because it always, always, always gets me in trouble. But I'm going to start with this little doggy right here. I just use these for a card class, so I'm not sure which ones are going to be my good ones and which ones are not. But let me see. That's dark gray granite. That's dark gray granite. Did I pull 2 lights? I must have. Okay, so let's go with this one. This is light gray granite. I'm just going over my little doggy here. I don't know if dogs are ever gray. I have no idea. All I know is that I have this weird aversion, and my friends make fun of me. I have this very weird aversion to coloring dogs purple or yellow or any other color than what they're supposed to be. It's kind of weird to me. I'm just going to add a little bit of dark around his ears. Again, try not to overthink it. Maybe his tail, his little legs. Just to give him just a little bit of dimension. All right, so there's my first gray one. I'm going to pull out my light again, and we are going to do this. I don't know. Does he look like a Scotty dog to you? I'm not quite sure what kind of a dog he is, but all dogs are good dogs, right? Can't go bad. Never go bad. All right, so again, I'm just adding a little bit, just a little bit of dimension with that dark. And then let's pull in our crumb cake. We're going to use the light and the dark. Try not to color where I'm not supposed to color. Kind of having one of those days. Things don't quite go my way. But you know what? It all changes when you start stamping, right? Everything gets better. That's why I do this. Stamp more and stress less. It relaxes me, it calms me, it grounds me. And I love that my cards bring a smile to other people's faces. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna come back with the dark crumb cake, and we're just gonna do like around his ears. And let's just go like down around his leg maybe. Here, that's good. This little guy, gotta do these little ears. These ears are just adorable. Maybe his tail, and maybe just around, down around his leg, and around his front legs too. So cute, so adorable. Let's bring in our Granny Apple Green. There's not a lot of green to put on here, so I don't care if you use the dark or the light. It really does not matter. Whatever floats your boat, because there's just not enough green on here that to create any kind of dimension with the light and the dark. So just pick one and go with it. I did the flowers in yellow, so I used Daffodil Delight. Just going to use my pointed tip. Oops, one more. There you go. Just using the pointed tip there. And then the bandanas for the little dogs, I did those in real red. Let me see if I have a good real red marker. I do not. Let's pull this one. Again, you can use light, you can use the dark, but I used real red on this. And it's a very small piece, so if you want to use that pointed tip instead, you can do that. Whatever floats your boat. I am going to come back in here and add, they have these cute little medallions on their collars. So I just added the Daffodil Delight to those. Now the last thing that I'm going to do, and this is a trick that a friend of mine taught me, the last thing that I'm going to do is, it's called grounding. So right now these dogs are kind of floating in the air, right? So what we're going to do is we're just going to create a little bit of ground underneath of them. To do that, you're going to grab a light crumb cake, and we are really just very lightly creating some ground underneath of them. Do not overthink it. I promise you, I have driven myself crazy overthinking stuff like this. Don't overthink it. Just add a little bit and you'll see what difference it makes. Now, the last thing that you can do, if you wish, is I have Pull Party. So I take a light Pull Party and I just go up around, just like you ground them with the darker. You can create a little bit of air around them. If you don't have the Pull Party, I have used Light Balmy Blue to do this also, and it works out rather well. Again, don't overthink it. You're just creating shadow, you're creating dimension, you're creating ground underneath of them, just so that they look like they really just belong there. And now we're going to add our adhesive. And we're going to put that right here at the top. I thought about adding twine. I thought about adding embellishments. And in the end, I really liked the clean, simple look of this card, so I didn't. If you wish, if you want to, go for it. But I did not. So here's my envelope. Again, I put those paw prints right up the left side of my envelope as well. And if you want to see my cats, here's the ones with the cats. And I did the same thing. I did gray, the gray granite, the crumb cake. My butterflies are the Daffodil Delight and the Real Red. I did some grounding with my light crumb cake, and I ran around the tops of them with my light pool party. And then there's the inside of that. So super quick, super easy. The longest thing it takes for this one is just simply to do the coloring. But if you're a person who likes to color, you're gonna absolutely love it. Again, head over to my blog where you can see the written measurements and all of the items used. I'll be sure to include a convenient link so that you can order the Cutest Crew bundle, the stamp set and dies, if you don't already have it. So there it is. So I hope that you stamp more and you stress less, and I will see you at the next one. Have a great day.